single day I'm gonna make
To the channel, like, comment, subscribe.
my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Alright, so basically I wanted to do a video starting. I did this video 100 times trying to just ignore this makeup. But anyway, I tried to do this video multiple times trying to basically discuss my mental health. Not for anybody else's point of view, or just, it don't really matter about all that. To me, it's about my mental health and where I feel like I stand at, and where I feel like I needed help, and where I feel like I've reached out for help. But I've been at places in my life where for other people it might have not been nothing serious or nothing they couldn't handle. They got it all together. They got it. They could get their self back up. For me, it was harder. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not hard for anybody else, but I'm just saying it's harder. Dealing with the fact that I have physical issues and that I have a lot of past trauma, along with the depression that I'm going through, with the, my situation about where I'm at physically, mentally, emotionally. So I just wanted to talk about my health, wealth, and self. I ain't got none of that right now. This is the beginning of my journey. This is where I have to make a stand for myself. I was at a point where I didn't love myself and I didn't give a fuck about how or when things will occur. Don't get me wrong. I had goals. I had dreams. I had ambitions. I had a reason to live. But at the same time, I felt like I was losing myself. And I'm not there. But I am at a place where I am aware of me being on the wrong track. Like, I wasn't even aware of who cared, when, where, why. Like, I didn't care about it. I just didn't care. Like, if it triggered me, I would explode. I would lash out. I would cry. I would get defensive. I would hide out. I would just void everybody. It's so many different emotions happened during this period of time where I felt like I was losing it. Like, I was literally losing it. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know how I was going to get there. I didn't know if I had a plan. I had a bunch of plans. I had a bunch of plans. Like, it just felt like it just never came together. Like, I always had a bunch of plans. Let's go back a little bit though. The only reason why a lot of my plans never got put in a position where I went forward with it was because of my physical health. See, a lot of people don't know, even sitting here right now, it's painful. Like, it's really painful. Like, I can't really say about anything that I do that's not painful. Like, I live in a daily, not excruciating, but a daily doable pain where I'm like, okay, should I complain about it this day? Should I go to the hospital this day? Should I figure out, like, should I figure out if, you know, there's other alternatives? Like, when I say I was on, like, all types of medicine up into morphine, for my pain, which only helped for about a couple hours. There's days where my pain is not as bad. Like, and for me, not as bad as I'm not on the floor crying or I'm not able to move altogether. Like, I'll get up and I'll still be in pain and I'll still carry on with my day and have all this pain, and even just the amount of daily work, and it's every simple shit would be so fucking difficult. Sorry for all the cussing. If you don't like the cussing, you whatever. But listen, right, like simple stuff would be like really difficult. Writing in my notebook, I have journals after journals after journals of notebooks of me starting something. And another thing, my memory sucks. So when I write in my journal and I don't and my hand starts hurting, I have to stop. By the time I come back to my journal, I'm on another different problem that I'm about to write in my journal. And I forgot about the last problem, which is not so bad, but it's so bad because these are trigger points for me. And I was writing them down so I could tell myself, you know, okay, this, that, and the third. And half the time I don't write them down. But when I do write them down, or when I do feel like, okay, let me just doodle in the book and figure out what I come up with, or write some stuff down and just figure out what's on top of my dome. Like, I just feel like I get there and then I forget, or I get distracted, and then I'm just like, okay. So if it's not my physical pain, then it's my mental, then it's my emotional, and then I'm just like, okay, I can't write this no more, or I can't do this no more. Then yeah, I'm a very emotional person. I am an emotional person. I'm a person that, I live off of feelings. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I live off of feelings. I go based on how a vibe is. Like, if I have a vibe from somebody and I feel like it's off, like 9 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, I'm not chilling with you again. And that's because I feel like I'm protecting me. Not necessarily just because I don't like that person or I don't like what they do or whatever. I just feel like I'm protecting my weirdness. Like, okay, this person, like, well, what I consider, oh, you a cool dude, you a cool person, you a cool girl, whatever. But once I feel like, you know, our vibe is just different, like, and I may not cut you off altogether. I made it sound so bad, but it's not like that. It's not like that. I don't just be cutting people off. Like, I just feel like the vibe is off. Like, you may not. You may not even feel the same way, but that's just in my head. Like, my head be like, yo, I wonder if this person really feels this way about me, or I wonder if this, like, the whole time I'm chilling with people. Like, and the crazy part is, I hate that. Like, I hate it. So I don't chill with nobody because I'm always like more skeptical of what that person may feel about me, or what that person feel about what I said, or did I laugh too hard? Did I giggle? I don't say. That's why I felt lonely a lot because of that. I felt like I put myself in a position to feel off, I guess. I don't know. I don't do it on purpose. Like, I just be feeling like off. Like, to describe the mental state that I am in, from 2000, and I'm gonna say about 2008, 2007, I became a whole crazy person. A lot of things has happened to me from that point. And it wasn't even that point because things happened to me before that. But it was like my body just did a whole drastic change. Like, I literally went like a whole different person. Sis, where did you go? I don't know. But listen, right? So during that time, I was ninth grade. I was in ninth grade. Well, for me, I was in ninth grade because I had got left back. But we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. But anyway, yeah, I was in ninth grade. And I went through a period of rape, bully, molestation. Not actually during that time. That happened prior. But a lot of things that I've been dealing with, like even like simple things that I be like well aware of that happened, like arguments with my parents or arguments with my family. Like I said before, I am a very emotional person, so all that just sat on me. Everything that happened from somebody or something happened, like I'm more like, I'm gonna say I'm very sympathetic. Like I'm more of an understanding person. Like I feel as though I'm an understanding person. Like I'm sorry, y'all. My back hurt. So this is the problem now. And I'm not gonna give up on this video because I tried so hard to. I tried so hard to do this video multiple times. I even blamed it on the way I looked all the time. And I just, at this point, I don't even care. Like, everything is out. And I'm just, this is what it is now. And I have to get help somehow, some way, somewhere, some form of fashion. Somebody got to help assist because I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. All right, where was I at? All right, we're gonna have to move on because like I don't remember. But so oh yes I do, yes I do. I think I was talking about during the time of me growing up. My childhood was my childhood was crazy, man. Like I mean people had worse childhoods, people had better childhoods, but like my childhood broke me. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like a lot of things people said to me over the years, wow, back when I was younger, and all this stuff about how I'm ugly and all this other stuff. Call me bald headed, call me everything. I was skinny. And they was talking trash. They was like, oh, and I didn't feel like I was that bad looking kid, but I mean, at that point where it became to the point where people were saying it every day. People were saying like, I was like, what the hell did they call me? People was just fake. People was fake altogether. Like, what I consider a friendship and what everybody else consider a friendship is totally different. That's why I don't fuck with people. I really don't. Because it just be like to the point where I'ma always look at you sideways if I feel some type of way, especially if you give me the vibe that you be like, you fake like me, or you deal with me, or you tolerate me. Bitch, I don't need to be around. Yes, I'm weird, but I don't give a fuck, so I don't need to be around you. I don't have to. I don't have to. You don't have to be around me. But, and yo, it took me a fucking long ass time to get to this point. To get to the point where, and it might be bad, it might not be, but it took me a long time to get to the point where I felt like I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You feel as though I'm ugly, that's fine. You feel as though I'm fat, that's fine. If you felt as though I was skinny, that's fine. If you felt as though I was bald headed, that was fine too. That's fine too. Okay? But at the end of the day, life goes on. If you feel like you want to continuously bully somebody about something, like, okay, yes, I wake up every day. I did have a mirror. I did know, okay, my mom and them didn't really have fancy cars, or we didn't have the name brand shit. That was, I mean, that I ain't complain about that. I'm still not stressed about that. That's not something I give a fuck about. Like, that's not something I ever gave a fuck about. But it's the simple fact that somebody else could feel, to make you feel some type of way about something that you know, like, okay, if that's me, and I wish so bad I had this, just an ounce of this when I was younger. Yo, I probably would have been a so different person. Like, a lot of things that I allowed to happen to me, but I felt like I allowed to happen to me because I felt like I was being a punk. I felt like I was being a pussy. Then, because I was raised where we did not try to fight. Oh man, that made me a psycho. But in a sense, I understand it. But at the same time, I didn't have a fight in anything. I didn't have a fight mentally, emotionally, or physically. Like, I was so drained with my inner self, like, that I didn't have anything to even, like, if somebody said, oh, Osea bullheaded, or Osea, like, y'all might say, like, oh, that's petty shit, that's child shit. It may be. It may be. But here's what happened. Here's what happened. That part of my life where all this damage that just happened to me, all the shit that y'all motherfuckers, that y'all threw at me, how that made me feel. And at this point, I felt like, okay, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Just keep it pushing, just keep it pushing. But every year, every day, and then for you to go home and deal with your own personal shit, then it's like, okay, now you're thinking that there's something fucking wrong with you. You really think that there's something wrong with you because somebody else felt some fucking way about you. And yes, I'm cussing because I'm mad now. I'm mad now. Then I was a pussy, but now don't fuck with me. Like, I don't even speak to me. Like, that's how I feel right now. I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. I don't. And I'ma just put it like this. Y'all niggas took me through a lot of shit. Y'all took me through a lot of shit. I am still to this day, and I'm not just talking about people I grew up with. I'm talking about people I came across that really just did not give a fuck. And I'm not saying, okay, you just came across me and you supposed to give a fuck about me. You don't have to. You don't have to. That's my dumb ass. I do that. But no, you don't have to. What I'm saying is, don't try to come into my life and try to make it feel like we are friends, or even if we not friends, and you feel as though that you feel the need to speak down on someone. Who are you to speak down on someone? Who are you? Who have you became? Who? For you to act like that made you somebody back then, that put you in a popular position. I hope you're great. I hope you're successful. I hope you're blessing. I hope you're flourishing. I hope you grow. I just wish the best for you. Because for real, that psycho saying would have been like, I hope you all burn up in a fucking fire. And nobody come look for y'all motherfuckers. I hope you feel that fucking same pain I feel when I say karma, but I don't want to get into that shit. I just feel like I could be at that space. And right now, this Osea, today, right at this moment, This saying, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all go. Do you? Do you? I hope whatever you. I hope whatever y'all did to make yourself happy back then makes you proud. I hope you don't ever have kids and they go through the shit that you put me through. I hope somebody doesn't have a daughter that put me through the same shit and get raped. Oh my God, God forbid. God forbid. But the pain that I felt, the pain that I fucking felt. And that's just the beginning, y'all. That's just the beginning. But this is my journey. This is my walkthrough. This is how I feel like. I feel like my first step is getting me together mentally. Oh man, I'm all over the place, but I am determined. I am determined. I am determined. It took me a long time. I'm 27, but listen, right? I'm not giving up. I got a daughter. I got a beautiful daughter. A beautiful daughter that she makes me proud. She makes me so proud. And every day, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna have to. Some days I wake up and I'm just not me. I'm just not me. I'm not here. I'm zoned out. I'm crying. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I'm upset from so much trauma. So much trauma. I really pray for those who went through anything in their life that have stumped their development or their growth or their beautiful journey to success. I really wish those people, and I want to tell y'all that y'all can do it. I am not where I want to be, so I'm not gonna sit up here and say, "Oh, I did it. I done that." I can't tell you that. I can't tell y'all that. But I can say, in spirit, I'll still be walking with y'all because I feel it. I feel it. I can feel the things that another mental health person is going through. Like, I feel a person when they going through a certain situation. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your eyes. I don't know if anybody could have seen it in mine or felt it, but it's just the reality of it. Like, thinking back, like, yo, I really been through some shit. I really been through some shit. And my feet hurt. My feet hurt from all this. My feet be hurting and I don't even be on them like that. Because I'm so tired of the bullshit. I'm so tired of carrying this weight. This physical weight and this mental weight. One day, I hope y'all see me. I hope y'all see me years from now, or even months from now, just being, on my next level type shit. Like, I'm so ready for this transition to a different part of me. y'all ever hear like this waving in your ears? Like, yo, I just feel like I'm in the middle of an ocean. I can't swim. I barely could breathe. Barely making it. I'm tired. Drained. Just feeling like off. Like completely off. And I just hope y'all see me. And y'all say, what's that? Sis, you came a long way. You came a long. I'm gonna be in the upper room. Alright, let me get off of here. Thank y'all for watching me rant. That's pretty much what I did. I don't really get to rant to anybody much. All I got is me, myself, and I. It's probably why I'm going crazy, but